Joining us now on the program is Jager Carmos, the Donor Relations Coordinator at Grace Centers of Hope, as this Pontiac nonprofit will be cleaning downtown Pontiac neighborhoods by landscaping, painting, doing trash removal, and other beautification efforts all throughout the next several days here in Oakland County. Jager, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, Tyler, for having me. It's a pleasure.
Glad to have you on, Jager, as we're talking about these volunteer opportunities. They're happening all throughout the rest of this week, beginning on Wednesday and running all the way through Saturday for these cleanup efforts in Pontiac. Tell us about these efforts and how this got started, and then a little bit about how people can get involved too.
Oh, of course. Well, I took over as a volunteer coordinator about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and we were coming up on 80 years that Grace Centers of Hope has been here in downtown Pontiac. And during the course of the time, we have came up with thousands and thousands of supporters and volunteers that come and believe in our vision and believe in our mission and what we do, which is taking people who are struggling unwanted, whether they're struggling with addiction or homelessness, whatever the case or scenario is, and we want to change them or help change them from the inside out so they never, ever have to be in a place like that again. And one of the ideas I had was to utilize our volunteers in a different way. And instead of just helping out here at Grace Centers of Hope, help out our community where we, live and where all of our residents live. And one way that we can do that is by not just picking up, Grace Centers of Hope, but picking up the whole entire street and the whole entire neighborhood. And last year, it started off 3 days. We had about 150 volunteers come out in the course of that time. And it was a huge success. We didn't expect to have that many people and that much media coverage come out. So this year we're hoping for another successful year, but more importantly, we're hoping that more people get involved and come out and start picking up the streets. And we are a Christian facility, and one of the things that God says or prophesies is that old people will be sitting in the streets watching young kids play. And that's kind of the goal, is to have Pontiac be a place where kids can actually play in the streets and feel safe.
And it also goes back to just the overall mission of Grace Centers of Hope. It's helping these individuals that have been going through a struggle in their life, whether it be with substance abuse or misuse or other issues, and helping them recover. And part of that is building that sense of community. So how does something like this help not only your organization, but the individuals that you're helping build that sense of community in this place they're recovering in Pontiac?
Well, it inspires hope, Tyler. One of the coolest stories I ever heard is a resident came to me one time and asked, who are these people? Who are these people coming here and helping out in the kitchens or at the daycare? And I was like, well, they're volunteers. And I remember talking to this individual, and they ended up telling me months and months later, they said, Jager, I've seen this volunteer come in once a week for a whole entire year. And in my past life, I never would have thought of donating my free time to going and doing something like that. But what that did for me is it planted a seed where one day I want to be able to be in a position where I can go and donate my free time, because my free time in my past, I was just looking for the next fix, or I was looking for the next scheme, or I was looking for the next thing that I could do to help me get my next high. And instead, just one single volunteer that didn't even know that this resident was watching them inspired this man to put himself in a position to be able to help out other people. So it goes to inspiring hope and also creating this community, like you said, where people see people helping people. And that's our vision here, is people helping people, not handouts, not, giving stuff away for free, but people coming alongside other people and helping them out.
You can find more information on this effort called Picking Up Pontiac on Grace Centers of Hope's website, gracecentersofhope.org, gracecentersofhope.org. You can also find them on various social media as well. And you can get involved June 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. That is Wednesday through Saturday. 4 straight days of volunteer activities helping to clean up and beautify a wonderful city like Pontiac right here in our local area. Volunteer shifts 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on each and every one of these days. And so, Jager, if people are interested, how can they get involved? How can they sign up to be part of this volunteer effort for one or even all 4 of these upcoming days?
Well, the easiest way is just to go to our website, gracecentersofhope.org. And when you visit our website, a pop-up's going to come up, and it's going to say, Picking Up Pontiac. And you can't miss it. All you have to do is click the link, and it'll take you right to the sign-up sheet. And if you have trouble with technology or using the computer, you can honestly just show up. We'll be meeting at 210 North Perry at 9 a.m. on every single day, and we'll have waivers for you to fill out and sign up sheets. So all you have to do is show up.
You can also get more information via telephone by calling Grace Centers of Hope 1-855-HELP-GCH, 1-855-HELP-GCH. And again, the website, gracecentersofhope.org. You'll find more information if you click on their events and go to the Picking Up Pontiac event. There's also a link there to sign up for this event over the next 4 days. And so what are some of the activities? It's going to be a kind of a different effort each and every day from the 7th all the way through the final day on the 10th. So what are some of the different activities that people may have, some resources that they can provide, or they want to engage in a certain activity during this beautification effort?
Well, we're going to be going from street to street in downtown Pontiac. So, for example, Wednesday, we're going to be hitting Moreland and Stevens Court. Thursday, we will be hitting Perry Street. And then Friday, we'll hit a different street, as well as Saturday. And each street, we're going to be focusing on hitting every single house and mulching, weeding, tearing up old flower beds, putting new flower beds down. If you want to get involved by donating material, we need shovels, we need rakes, we need tools. And also flowers. That's a great thing. Anything that's low maintenance and perennials that come back every single year, so it doesn't take much to take care of them. So hostas are a great example, or hydrangeas. And really what we're looking to do is just have as many people come out as possible, so that way we can show the city of Pontiac that, hey, we're doing our best to pick the streets up.
More information, again, can be found on gracecentersofhope.org. The event is Picking Up Pontiac, begins on Wednesday, June 7th, and runs all the way through Saturday, June 10th, all across the heart of the downtown area of Pontiac. gracecentersofhope.org, the place to go to sign up to volunteer, or you can call them, 1-855-HELP-GCH, for more information. And Jager, this is not the only volunteer opportunity or the only way that people can help Grace Centers of Hope at this time by volunteering their time or other materials to the organization. If people want to get involved but they can't over these next 4 days, what are some other ways that they can help Grace Centers of Hope right now?
Oh, there's many of ways. So we own a career and education center where people, not just our residents, but the public can come and get their GED, obtain it. And we need tutors. So if you are, proficient in math or science or language arts, we need tutors to help our community be able to obtain their GED and pass those tests. Also, we have a men's and women's kitchen where you can come and help prepare meals or even donate food. Let's say you wanted to buy a meal for the residents. You can come and utilize our kitchen to actually cook it here as well. And then we also have a daycare. Our kids, they need good role models, and they love meeting new people that come and play with them and teach them new things, whether it's reading them a book or teaching them how to ride a bike. It's a great experience to watch volunteers come and then pour love and affection onto our children. And besides that, we also look for events. One example is this gentleman I know out in Sterling Heights. He owns his own gym. And what he's doing is he's going to completely, take a day off from customers coming and using his gym, and he's going to do a field day for our kids instead of obstacle courses. So the kids get to do a little field trip, go there, hang out, learn about health and exercise, and also have a good time. And that's just one example. Events can look like anything, and we're open to ideas. And it would be awesome to have more support from people who want to get involved.
Well, Jager, we appreciate your time joining us to talk about Picking Up Pontiac. And, of course, you can find more information on gracecentersofhope.org. Jager, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Tyler.